first World of Tanks Screw Tank Project Part 6! Quite. I've got it. I know what you're thinking. Colin, we want you to put the most epic potato launcher on your wonderful screw tank. I think so! Way up, internet. So, I've been making a homemade screw tank. There are lots of videos on the channel. You should go and check them out and subscribe while you're there. It's what I do. Now, this thing is awesome. It crawls up hills. It goes through swamps. I love it. But it doesn't have a defense system, and that's what we need to sort out. Now, this project does have a sponsor in World of Tanks. If you go and check them out, there's a link in the description. If you put in your promo code TANKTASTIC, you get 500 gold pieces, a free tank, and 7 days premium access. But after playing that game, I kind of realised, wait a minute, you suggested you wanted either a flamethrower or a potato launcher. You don't find flamethrowers on tanks, but they do launch stuff. But they don't just launch one thing. No, they launch multiple things. So, we're going to make a potato launcher. It's going to have some sort of reloading system. So it can be like, that is the way forward.
Back at the tracks of this one-horse town, and do you feel it too? Back to cracking attack, time to double down. Is it lost on you? Are we falling through? A single strike is all it takes to set a blaze, and as the minutes chase the hours of the days, give me one more chance, just another day. The clock's better not such a subtle sound, such a point of view. In our haste, bitter taste, better stick around, better see it through. Was it all on you? A single strike is all it takes to set a blaze, and as the minutes chase the hours.
Okie dokie. Oh, it's done. Right. We're ready. If it doesn't work, it's the most over-engineered potato launcher the internet has ever seen. So we've got a gas bottle, got a regulator, so we've got constant pressure comes round here, into a solenoid valve, down through the pipe, out over the fan, mixy, and then a piezo unit, push a button, bang, out goes potato. Right, let's go and give it a test. Ooh. She works. Alrighty then, she works. We're not happy with it in its current guise. It needs to be semi-automatic. It needs to load itself. It needs to have that little bit of a first touch. Okay, so this is the plan. I've got another ring with a load of bolts welded onto it. So we're going to chop off this cone thing, because unfortunately now, this is our enemy. Because what I want to try and do is mount 2 linear actuators either side of the barrel. The barrel? That's my mum! The barrel! And we want to be able to deploy the barrel out. A potato nugget drops in, and then it pushed back in, crush it into its own shape, and therefore seal it in, and then pish pash posh, off it goes. So we need to be able to go, and hopefully it'll sound like that. So then, weld you on the end, weld you up against the barrel, make some little sliding mechanisms and what, maybe make a little bushy thing for the thing to slide into. A lot of things going on here, a lot of things. Right, I think I'll just do it, and then you can look at it afterwards and go, oh, that's what he meant. They're all gonna go like that, boys, all gonna go like that. It's free! Okie dokie, we have a deployable barrel. If I just connect the battery, oh, check this out. Oh, done yourself proud there, haven't you, Furze? Yes, so that's going to move out. Potato pellet's going to drop down, and then when it comes back, it will kind of crush it a bit more, and then it will form a nice seal, and it will squeeze itself in there nicely. That is the plan. But what we need like a little potato hopper thing coming up here with all the potatoes in to drop down, and then off to go and get fired. Okay, this is a right contraption now, isn't it? But how's it, essentially, Colin, how is it working? Well, you core a bit out of the sugar beet, you roll down that hopper, it'll hold 6 shots, and it lands on this little plate thing here, this little upturn. I was going to have a little semicircle, but of course, when the barrel gets pulled towards it, it kind of cores it again and flakes these little bits off the side here, like that. Now, of course, if I had it in a little semicircle thing, the flaked bits off the side would be in there, and then when the barrel goes back, they'd just be sat in there. The next one would come down, it wouldn't be in the right place. So I've gone an upright bit so it can split it off, and then it can all just fall out the way. Now these little spliney bits on the side here, they're so when this comes and gets cored, it splits that into at least 2 or 4 bits, then the whole lot can just dribble out. Now, is it going to work multiple times? I don't know. Is it going to seal up against there? I don't know. Might have to make that bit a little bit stronger because it's bending slightly under the strain, but at the moment it seems to be just about coping. Now, the next big step in the old equation is how you're going to control all this, Colin. You've got a lot going on here. You've got linear actuators, gas valves, piezo, solenoids, timings, all sorts of things. I can't believe I'm saying this. I've had to learn some nerd code. Okay, I've had to teach myself how to do this, hence why the video is a week late. So, got an Arduino, we've got 5 relays. Now, the advantages of this is they're all programmed and timed. So, push of one button, the actuators go out for a set amount of time, the potato will drop in, and then, of course, it will pull back for a set amount of time until it's loaded up, and then the gas valve opens exactly for the amount of time we want. Now, that is the crucial bit. We could have done the in-out bit of the barrel with a toggle switch, but the gas, by being able to time down to the millisecond how long that valve can be open, we can always make sure that we get the perfect amount of gas in. So let's go and see if all this works, because there's a lot to test here. Well, here we are in the colinfurze underground firing range. No idea why I didn't consider doing it down here before. Right, got a mattress down the end there to stop the mess. Let's have a go. Ah! Look at it, it's blew a hole through my mattress. Oh, there's me wanting to not make any mess. Oh, look. Thought that was the sugar beet. It's a bit of the mattress. It's cored its own mattress thing out. Okay, gas amount, perfect. I've had to change the actuators for some more stronger ones because they weren't quite coring the sugar beet properly. And also the shape, they don't just drop down like that. They kind of drop down to the side and then they just cord a bit out like that. So I'm thinking we'll actually try it with something round like an apple. And we'll give a potato a shot, because I think now I've seen this, they might actually work all right. Excellent, excellent. Right, come on. You're going to drop down. Yeah! It's coming back for the reload! Come on, she's fired up. Ready to boot? Shoot booty! Look at that, it's all dropping out the bottom nicely. It's all caught itself. Excellent. Yes, there we are. Loads, reloads itself, clears itself out, primes itself, smack, bang, off it goes. Brilliant. Now, right, just need to get some slightly faster linear actuators, somewhere in the middle, because they're too slow. The other ones weren't powerful enough. Boom. Let's get it mounted on the tank, and then we hopefully should have the ultimate homemade screw tank. Now, don't forget the sponsor, World of Tanks. They've made all this happen. There's, you know, a lot of fun to be had in the game. There's 500 odd tanks out there. There's even more than that. There's millions of people playing the game. It's a massive open world. All the terrains, you know. Click link in the description. Tanktastic. Get your free stuff. I'll see you in the next video. Boo, boo, boo. Oh, yeah. I think you got yourself a nice little potato thing. Oh, man.